Hello and welcome to another tour. Here we have a egret. No, not egret. Where we are? I've got another thing. We're at Echo Lake Lumber. This is another of the settlements that I have on Far Harbour Island. The island of, well, Far Harbour is in the island, isn't it? It's just called the island. What's actually the island called? It's just called the island, isn't it? Whatever, I don't know. But Far Harbour is the main town on the island. But here's what I just call it, Echo Lake Lumber. Yeah, Echo Lake Lumber. And I want to point out this sign. I don't remember seeing this anywhere else in the Commonwealth. For the little superhero in your life, Superdent toothpaste. Yeah, it's lots of products that you get repetition of in Fallout. Abraxo cleaner and sugary, snacky breakfasts and cram and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've not seen this Superdent before. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go and check out this place that I keep forgetting the name of, Echo Lake Lumber. There you go, it tells you up there. Apparently there was a lumberjack festival today, but I think that may have been today 200 or plus years ago before the bombs fell. Right, so get a lot of attacks from this way, from trappers, them horrible people. So I've got some security here, a couple of turret guns, and up on top of this building, which you can't get into, just some guard towers on top of this building here. Another sentry gun there as well, in case anyone gets past the wall of sentry guns on the other side. So here we go, just a little guard area here on top of this building. No one actually guarding it at the moment. You naughty people. Why is no one on guard? Just because it's as bright as it actually gets on the island. Yeah, this is a bright day on the island, yeah. A nice bright morning. Nice. You go and do some work, mate. You get on guard there, Derek. Go and guard your post. Right, so this was just open to start off with, but I decided I should have a greenhouse. A greenhouse to try and concentrate any of the rays which are hardy enough to make it through the fog. Concentrate those rays and help my settlers' food crops grow. Hopefully. Right then, let's have a look at this building here. Is the main building in Echo Lake Lumber, and it is a pain in the butt. So many holes everywhere. The roof can't be fixed. Even with the scrap everything mod, you can't get rid of the roof. So you see the roof is kind of there, and I've had to build above it to try and keep the rain off people's heads. Not a brilliant job, but you'll see when I get inside. Yeah, this is a tricky old place to get right, this place. Like just a bit of concrete here to fill up this hole. Glitched in a barn doorway, so there's some privacy when they go to the loo. I'll show you that outside in a second. Shut that door. Oh, I've got on the wrong side of it. Let's shut this door. Yeah, a little Brahmin pen that I've made here. I do love the straw, very handy. Makes it look more of a lived-in pen. Oh, I like these ones as well, from the Nuka World Dry Rock Gulch, is it called? You put those down. It's like a hitching post. That's what they're called, hitching posts. Yeah, hitching post, and then you put a little bit of fencing around it, and it gives a nicer look to a fence, really. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I'd say. I wasn't going to look at it until I accidentally got on the wrong side of that door. What are you doing in there, Kate? Are you going patting the Brahmin? You never seen a Brahmin before? Anyway, she's going to leave all the gates open, all the doors open as they do. Just look around. Right, down here, a little building, scavenging, and a shop. A little shop as well. There should be some furniture down here, actually, thinking about it. I suppose this is just the shopping area. This is before I got the do-it-yourself shelf-filling mod. I've just thrown a few things on here. It's just a rather sparsely catered shop. And look how badly I've placed them. I just throw them in there. It's just like, I can't be bothered with all this fiddly work. All this fiddly-diddly work. So I might come back and use do-it-yourself to fill those up properly. There's not much light in here either. Actually, no, these big lights don't. None of the lights really cast much light in any of the places in the Commonwealth or on Far Harbour. The lighting is just very ropey in Fallout. Very dark and moody. Right, so here's a bed and resting area. Up here, you can see the glitchy job I've done cleaning up. Fixing the walls, fixing the floors. Just throw some wood on top of it. That's the way to do it. Throw some wood on top. I've not actually seen anyone do a decent build video of Echo Lake Lumber, and I do look at a lot of videos on that to give me ideas and so forth. I've not seen anyone really go to work on this and make it a work of art, or make it, you know, really, really neat looking settlement. I suppose you can if you've got mods, if you've got computer console commands or whatever, but just on a mod list, even this is Xbox One, the mods on this one that I've got haven't done a great deal of cleaning up this place, but never mind, it's a challenge, isn't it? That's the whole fun of the game. If you're into settlements, you're into trying to, you know, meet the challenges that are sent your way. Right, so here's a little eating area, because through here in the kitchen we have the bar. Who's this at the bar? Mickey's bar. Here we go, Mickey. He is kept slightly dry there from some cover over the top, but it's a pig trying to get that covered up. I don't think I've done any better on my PS4 playthrough, actually. Maybe, I'm not too sure, I don't remember. When I get to doing the PS4 tour of the settlement, you'll find out. I haven't done it yet. Alright. Yeah, covered up those walls. The broken wall here with concrete. Oh, and a bit of wood by the looks of it. Yeah, wood and concrete. Let's go up to the most offensive floor of the lot, because the roof is so rubbish. There's a hole here. I've just stuffed in a bit of wood, basically. It's far from glamorous. Far from glamorous. Oh, I've got... this said better. Yes. Guard post. So here's what I've tried to do to fix the roof. Like, if you look up here, it's all barn roof, held up by pillars, wooden pillars, holding up the roof, hopefully. Keeping the rain off at least. But it is a devil's own job to do it successfully. And no way of stopping but I could try and... No, I ain't going to bother trying. I might try another time. I think I've probably tried everything in the past, and I've given up on it now. This is it. The job is done. Whether it's a good job or not, tough. Do it yourself, settlers, if you're not happy with your general's humble attempts at fixing up your place. Right, I've managed to link this way to the other side of the building. That's a relatively new feature that I've built on. You can have a look at the outside of it here. You see what I've done to try and keep the rain off and the wind out. It's a hard job. I've done my best. Right. Little bench to sit on here. Some chems to make some chems, obviously. A nice sentry gun. And then down here. So that protects this side of the building pretty much. Oh, and there's the Brahmin pen that we saw earlier. Good stuff. Right, and as you can see up there, you've got guard posts fairly going all the way around. Oh, here's a toilet with a crappy door and lots of holes in the side, which I've covered with bits of signage to try and hide up some of the holes. That's a grey classic, that is. Glitching bits of rubbish, you know. Actually, I could do a bit more cover on this side, but they're not shy. The island is full of hardships, and crapping in not much privacy is one of them. It's the least of their problems, let's put it that way. Right now, what have I done? I don't live over here, apart from the scrapping stuff. I've not felt the need to build anything over this side yet. But over here is where the water house is. Interesting as usual. It's just a square block building. I don't go for making all fancy shapes and stuff most of the time. Just simple, does the job, holds stuff in, keeps stuff out. That's what it's there for. And I sort of, rather than imagine it as being a building that was already there, I just imagine there's scrap bits of wood and a whole sort of wall panels from other places, and I hammer them all together. Also in this one, I've just spent ages putting a bit of wire underneath it. Not brilliantly, because it's quite a hard thing to do, especially when you're doing it against the current, but that's to stop anything from swimming underneath and going into the opening that's under where the water things are. That's the idea anyway, so no monsters can come in through this way. That's the plan. That's the idea anyway. See? Okay, then let's go inside and have a look around. I quite like it in here actually. It's very moody. It was quite good at night time. Quite dark and miserable, and You got the lighting from the Children of Atom, which I think is like irradiated urine or something like that. It's Children of Atom urine in those bottles that creates that warm pissy glow. Alright, so we've got a couple of water purifiers. That's what they're called. I can never remember my words. We've got the radio station thing, radio beacon, a couple of generators to power the water, to purify it. Right, then up here are some storage stuff. Here we go. Some fish curing. Some storage barrels, bit of lanterny so you can see. Yes, some straw. They keep it here, keep it in the dry in case when they want to use it for the Brahmin pen or whatever it is they use it for. Straw or hay. So it could be hay for feeding the Brahmin as well, because they don't eat straw, they eat hay, but they sleep on straw, don't they? I think that's what they do. Anyway, some more fishies. That's an interesting shaped fish. That's like an armadillo fish or something like that. I don't know if that's actually a fish that exists or whether one that's just mutated. That's just like a throwback to a prehistoric fish, to be honest. And this one here, would you want to eat that fish? That is some nasty, rank-looking buboes on the side of it. Yeah, it's a plague fish. But I suppose beggars can't be choosers in the old Far Harbour Island. I haven't actually put anything inside any of these crates, but they look good stacked up here like that. Right, and I've got some more crafting, weapons workbench, and a chemistry station again. They must like their chems out here. I suppose with it being so harsh, they've got to make as many stim packs as they can. And a bath. They have a bath. How much more privacy can you want? You got a lovely bath. One lovely bath. That's much nicer than the bath at Dalton Farm, isn't it? Much more protected, much more covered. Right, so that's the big building. That's the Waterhouse building. It's still lovely and misty here. And we've got another building over here. So let's see if you come back. You can see where I've patched up the walls. What a rusty and rustic and crappy old job I've done of it. Partly because that's as good as I could get it, and partly because it looks good to be scrappy like this. At least does in my mind. Right, so if anyone comes in here, I've actually blocked it or put a doorway in here. So there's the main building, there's a doorway. What's this down here? A bit of rubbish. Yeah, I've built another little building here. A guard post tower for anyone coming from over this direction, anyone trying their luck. Got a guard post here, which you can't get into from this side, because there's no doorway on this side. But if you go through the door here, you can get underneath it, but you can't get in through it. Whatever. Don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but it's there. Right, so you come through, you open this door, come through here. Right, you've got more protection here. So here's a building here. This is a building on lots of stilts there, holding it up. On top of the bleachers, are they called bleachers, these things? You can't get rid of them, you can't scrap any of that, which is quite annoying actually. You should be able to scrap that wood and all the rubbish that's on there as well, but you can't do that. But never mind, you make do. As I said, if you're into building stuff without mods or even with mods, you have to do a fair old bit. Right, so this leads into the guard area. You've got some bedding, quite a few beds. You've got a guard post here, so if anything comes over from that way, you've got a bead on them. And then down here it was that guard post we saw from outside. Kinley's on guard. She's a good woman. She's a tough woman. She's got the island look. There's a lot of women on this island with a similar look like this, isn't there, Kinley? It's a bit like the Innsmouth look. Got a little upturned nose, a little fishy lips. Come on, admit it. Your fathers are deep ones. Come on, don't lie now. Right, anyway. Right, so here's a little hangout for the people who are using this guard post. Yeah. Now let's go up here into another main building that we saw on stilts here. So they're quite happy with this. It's quite a good building. Oh, it's right up against the sign. You've got Vim. That's creating one of the walls. So beds, resting place. This Minuteman flag doubles up as showing the allegiance to the Minutemen and covering up a big hole in the wall. So it's multi-purposed. And yeah, the usual stuff. I very seldom use a wall which is in brilliant nick. I always see every now and again, like there will be a wall that's got good nick, but lots of times it's the bad nick walls. Right, so that bottom one, what's this here? How long's this been here for? It's not my power armour. Well, it is my power armour, but it's not the one I brought with me. I must have left it here a long time ago and not realised where I'd left it. Anyway, I've now taken the fusion core out so no one else can be using it. Actually, maybe I shouldn't take this. Oh, no, I'll leave it now. I've done it now. Right, so here we are. Another guard post looking over there. Plenty of guard postings from all different directions. So anyone trying to attack won't know where they're going to get shot from. Bedding. Someone's having a little relax. All right, Sharon, good day. Oh, back hurts, feet hurt, everything hurts. So I know how you feel, love. I'm a martyr to my feet myself. All this trudging around the Commonwealth and around the island. Yeah, it plays murder on my ankles, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, talk to you later, mate. See you later. I've just got to show these, I'm showing the Minutemen around. Yeah, I'm showing my subscribers around this, yeah. Alright, talk to you later, mate. So here we go, upstairs. Very rare for me to have one of these fusion generators. I don't know I have a fusion generator here, but I do. I'm not sure how much I'm powering actually. How much am I actually powering here? Why have I put a fusion generator up here? One asks oneself. Let's just say that it was already here. Or they found it somewhere, thought, we'll bring that over, even though we don't really use it that much power. At least it's there when we need it. That's my story. And it kind of looks good up here on the shelf, underneath this scaffolding. I think so anyway. Otherwise I would have bloody well done it, would I assume. Right. So I've got scaffolding up on top of the roof here, which allows for good view all the way round. Who's that over there? I think he's one of mine. He's alright. He's not a baddie. Oh, it's Taylor. Oh, I should have realised. Should have realised by his hat. Oh, like I know all my settlements off by heart. Yeah, so this is like a sniper post, really. There's no actual proper guard post up here, actually, but people can. I should use some, actually. I should make some, so people come up here and look around, and if anyone comes looking for trouble, you can get sniped from up here with a bit of luck. So that's it then. I think that's pretty much everything in this settlement. I've shown you all the stuff there is to see. I hope you enjoyed this tour, this foggy tour. On this foggy day, you get another look over there how wonky the roof is that I've tried to build to keep the rain off of that building. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and yeah, see you next time when I tour another one of my settlements, be it on my Xbox or be it on my PS4. You will see me do another tour. Hey, I'm a rhymer, and I should shut up. Thank you. Bye.